Hello and welcome to The Loop. I'm Matt Bruning.
And I'm Erin McBride. It may feel like fall or even summer sometimes, depending on the day, but we're already thinking about winter.
That's right. Around the state, our nearly 300 mechanics are going over every inch of our more than 1,500 plow trucks to make sure they're in good shape this winter. Each gets a 150-point inspection.
And all of our equipment, from plows to loaders, get checked too. We hold these readiness events at all of our garages to ensure that we know which repairs are needed so they can be made before the snow starts falling.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we focused on roundabouts and how they are much safer and more efficient movers of traffic at intersections. Well, ODOT's about to install the first roundabouts in southeast Ohio's Morgan County. And because they're much rarer in this rural part of the state, we teamed up with the Buckeye Hills Regional Council for a unique experience.
Drivers got a chance to try their hand at driving through a roundabout before the actual roundabouts open up. Crews set up the mock roundabout in the Malta Skate Park.
In addition to driving through a mock roundabout, drivers got a chance to learn more about these intersections and ask questions. One of the roundabouts in Malta is expected to open by the end of this month, with all of the work finalized by next spring.
At ODOT, we're always looking for ways to be more efficient with the tax dollars sent our way. One method used to extend the life of our pavements is known as chip seal. District 2's Ross Eckler walks us through the process.
Chip seal is one of ODOT's preventative maintenance goals. Chip seal operations start with the counties preparing the routes, removing RPMs, advisory sign placement, loose stone, fresh tar, and 35-mile-an-hour signs. On the day of operation, we will come in and apply a layer of liquid asphalt, followed by a crushed stone, followed by rollers to ensure that the stone is embedded in the liquid. Brooms will follow up and sweep excess stone to the edge of the road. Once the loose stone is removed, we will apply the center lines and edge lines to replace the long line striping. For The Loop in Sandusky County, I'm Ross Eckler.
So we're here at ODOT Sign Shop, the only sign shop at ODOT, which means they make every single sign by hand that you see on the highways. There are 3 different ways they make signs here. The first type of method is printing, and this is the newest way to make signs here. They are the signs that we may only need a few of, or signs with a lot of words. Employees use a software program to design the signs with the wording and dimensions and then send it directly to the printer. Once the signs are printed, they are cut apart, the backing is removed, and then they are placed on the aluminum sheet. And if the signs aren't printed, then we start the silk screening process, just like this operation right behind me. The first step for silk screening is putting the reflective material on the sheets of aluminum. And then we go from there to here to be silk screened. The sheets are laid underneath the screen, which has the design of the sign. Ink is then poured on top of the screen, and an employee spreads the ink all the way across the sign. And just like that, a sign is made. Hey, and our last type of sign here is the extrusion sign. These are the type of huge, massive signs you see all over the freeway. All the letters, numbers, and symbols, they're all put on by hand by my dude right here who got crazy skills. Their process starts off a little like silk screening. The extrusion signs are made using 12-inch aluminum panels, which are first run through this machine that puts the reflective material on it. After they are cut down the correct width of the sign, they are going to get stacked on top of each other and bolted together. Once the panels are bolted together, the sign is laid flat where an employee places each number, letter, symbol, and border all by hand. So the next time you're cruising down the highway and see one of our signs, just remember, they're all handmade right here by some amazing people at the ODOT Sign Shop. Who knew?
Thanks, Dave. And speaking of signs, we have our brand new safety message for this week.
Absolutely. It's been a very popular one. Camp in Ohio State Parks, not the left lane. It's a major pet peeve of a lot of people, me included. So please stay out of that left lane unless you're passing. Get more ODOT news online at transportation.ohio.gov. Follow us on social media, and we always love to see your story ideas and feedback at loop@dot.ohio.gov.
And keep sending us great videos just like this one from Belmont County's Operational Readiness event.
Now